people. Thank you for tuning in to the Path of Peace TV. I'm your host, Real Talk. Today I want to talk a little bit about the anniversary 20 years ago, September 11th, and also the January 6th erection. My people, do you remember where you were on September 11th? I remember I was downstairs in my cousin's apartment. They were playing video games. Him and his friends came over to the apartment. And I don't remember what time, around 8 something, 9 o'clock a.m., somewhere along that line, this kid came over named Ox, God bless his soul. He's a Muslim also. He came over to the house and informed us that basically the United States was being attacked. He told us that the plane crashed in a tower in New York. So we turned on the TV and I was glued to it along with my cousins. And this guy was talking crazy at the time, and I was very upset at him when he was saying basically, because he was a Muslim, we had to, if it's a war, he's going to side with the terrorists. And from that day, I didn't really dig him at all, really deal with him because, bottom line, you idiots, all y'all idiots out there, no matter how you feel about this country, you was born here. You don't support wickedness. When I saw all those people dying, jumping at the windows, all those kids in the daycare center in school waiting for their parents, and their parents never came home. Remember, in September 11th, it wasn't just white people or black people got killed. All race, nationality got killed, and we should never, ever put our guards down or support anything as wicked as that. When people can go ahead and cheer on wickedness, you have no place in society. You know what I mean? Because your heart is full of hatred. And because your heart is full of hatred, the only thing you want is chaos. And we don't need you in this world. I was furious. And I was just thinking, I know I wouldn't do it, but I was like, I'm ready to go back into the military. When that happened, I was feeling that way. Whether you was born here or not, you live here. This is your country. You support your country, my people. You support it. And if you don't like America, get the hell out of America. Yes, America, they got corruption, but they got corruption all over. But you got a country where you can speak freely. Not really, but other countries, they let you know you can't speak freely, they kill you. You can speak freely. You come to this country for a better life. And when this terrorist attack occurred, okay, it should affect everyone, not just Americans. Like I said, I came from Jamaica to America when I was a young kid. America is my home. I wear the uniform. I was in the military, okay? I am proud of this country. And we cannot make other September 11th ever happen again. It cannot happen, okay? It cannot happen. Cannot let these wicked people that hate. See, they just don't hate America, because if it wasn't American here, they would hate somebody. Because that's all they are. They're full of hate. They're the devil. They're full of hate. So if it wasn't American here, they would kill their own, and they do that. They kill their own Muslim people. You know what I mean? Because they're full of hate. They say Allah, Akbar, or whatever they want to say. I'm not saying all Muslims, so let me be clear. I'm talking about the one that did September 11th. And anyone like that hates heart filled with hate. Because if your heart filled with hate, whether you're Muslim, Christian, or whatever, it's not good. Okay? Now let me touch on first, like I said, I feel everyone pain in September 11th. I saw people jumping out the windows in New York, jumping to their death. That is wicked. People are running down the street. You saw it, people in wheelchairs. Most of them I know they died because they couldn't escape that smoke and dust that was coming up. You know what I mean? That hurted me. And now to the people on January the 6th, the election. We should never make that happen again either. We should never make another January the 6th, occurred. You guys also that support, I don't give a damn if you're Republican or Democrat. When you storm the Capitol, you try to overthrow the government. Y'all are terrorists. Clear cut. Y'all are racist and y'all are terrorists. And y'all should be in Guantanamo Bay. Okay? Y'all shouldn't be running around free enjoying America because y'all show that y'all hate democracy. Okay, if it don't go your way, you want to attack the Capitol and overthrow the government because Joe Biden became president. Because Joe Biden didn't win by a couple of points. He won by millions and millions of points. And for all you guys out there that's a Donald Trump supporter, when he's saying stop the steal, yes, we did stop the steal because he was trying to steal the election. And he was trying to corrupt the attorney generals and everybody else. Find me 7,000 or whatever point he wanted in his favor so he can win. Okay? He also is part of the terrorist plot because you plot to throw over the government because he was trying to hold on to power like a communist. Okay? He liked the power. He liked the jet, So he wanted to be in power forever. So we cannot have another September 11th. And if we see something, we got to say something. It's not snitching when your life is in danger. Your country, man and woman, is in danger. If you see something, if you see someone trying to do something that is bad against this country, it is our duty. It is our duty to open our mouth and speak. People on January the 6th, the election, they shouldn't get a pass. They shouldn't get no probation. They should do serious time. What I saw that day, it was like I'm watching a movie, and this was a movie, not real life, but in fact it was real life. You got those officers got killed, beat down for doing their job. Okay? Because Donald Trump sent them there to overthrow the government because he knew what was waiting for him once he leave office. He's not a patriot. He don't give a fuck about this country. He don't give nothing about this country. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about Governor Cuomo. Okay, now this man is out of office. I'm not condoning or saying if he's guilty or not guilty because I don't know. But how is it that you had a person running for office and won when he sexual assault these women, and he's talking about grabbing them by the pussy and all this stuff, but he won the presidency. He was talking about lock up Hillary Clinton. But then all the stuff that he's done, nothing's happened to him. He started an insurrection. He's trying to overthrow the government. And he got impeached, but he was still in power. But Governor Cuomo, he's out of power. Whether it's true or false what happened, I don't know. I'm not saying all that. I'm just saying, how is it fair that this dude became president after he talk about grabbing female by the P, okay, and doing all this other stuff. You know what I mean? We cannot have, we should never have a person like him at all again in the office. Because if the Republicans that he's trying to go to wasn't about the Constitution and doing what was right, they would have stole the election from Joe Biden. If the military, this never happened before, when the military was set up to, if he didn't leave office willingly, they would have to maybe force him out. Because, you know, they never had this before, where a person lost the election and didn't want to concede defeat. All he cried about, it was stolen. Donald, it was not stolen from you. Here's what happened. My take on it. You knew that this COVID-19 was coming here and it was here. You try to downplay it because you didn't want it to be on your watch. You're trying to downplay it rather than notifying the people that you swore to protect. No, you didn't do that. You decided to downplay it. Okay? Can't blame China 100% for that because you knew. You're trying to downplay it for political reason. And because of that, you have 500,000 or 600,000 people are dead and dying. So now everybody lost their job, business closed, couldn't work. All this is on you. Not the virus itself, but the information that you could have let people know, because had you just let people know, I think it would have been less death. People would have been prepared. Job wouldn't have closed. People would have lost their job. People wouldn't lose their home. But no, you were selfish, Donald. Okay? And then you want to cry because they was doing mail-in ballot. But the mail-in ballot started because of you again. Because you wasn't about to let the people know the truth. So of course they got to do mail-in ballot. So when you're saying the election was stolen, the election wasn't stolen. If you did what you were supposed to do, then there wouldn't have been a mail-in ballot to begin with. It would have been where it's always happened. On election day, people go to the poll and they vote. But they have to have early voting. And early voting, listen, you're acting like the Republicans didn't do early voting too. You're acting like it was just a Democrat. No, the Republicans did early voting as well. But you're not going to say that because it didn't come to your favor. Now, if early voting worked and it worked in your favor, you wouldn't have been complaining, Donald. So the election was not stolen. You lost the election, and the people have spoken. You're a racist. You're filled with hate, and people like you should never hold the office of president in the United States ever again. Because I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican, you're supposed to be for the people. Whether they're black, white, Chinese, gay, straight, or whatever, you're supposed to be for the people. And Donald Trump, if a person is not kissing your ring, if they're not kissing your ring and bowing down to you, then you throw them under the bus. So my people, September 11, sorry I went off topic a little bit, but September 11 should never, ever happen in life again. Ever. Period. Should never happen again. You hear me? And the January 6th election should never happen again. I love this country. Do you hear me? I love this country. With all the BS that goes on in this country, it's one of the greatest countries in the world. Okay? People, you don't got to travel to any other countries. There's 50 states in the United States that you can go to. You don't have to travel to other countries. And other countries don't allow you to speak your mind. Even though the government say they do, but they don't in the United States, but you got more freedom to speak your mind rather than Iran, or Iraq, Afghanistan, and places like that. Okay? They silence you. So my people, September 11th is a day that we should remember for the rest of our life and teach our kids. And some of those kids are now adults now. Remember that they was left in daycare center. Their parents didn't come and get them. You know how crazy that is for little kids? Their mom and dad didn't show up. They become orphans. People jumping out of buildings. I saw people dying, running down the street. I could have been in New York that day. I usually go to New York every couple of months or so. I could have been one of those victims. And I remember years and years ago when I was in New York, I was walking. I imagined in my mind, I'm like, what happened if one of these buildings fall down? And I imagined that when I was walking. Didn't think about a terrorist attack. I thought maybe, one of the buildings fall down. I was thinking that when I was walking in New York back in the day. You know what I mean? And then this shit happened where these punk people, wicked people, hijack the plane, kill those people. You know what I mean? Listen, if any of you guys out there hate living, just go somewhere by yourself, jump off a bridge. Don't take no one with you. Don't y'all take those people on the plane. Chances are there's kids on that plane as well. And you crash the plane in Washington, D.C., in Pennsylvania, in New York. Okay? You crash the plane because y'all guys full of hate. If y'all hate America, don't come to America. Period. Don't come on the pretense that you love America and then you get here, you hate America. America didn't ask y'all to come here. And for the people that was born here, y'all, most of y'all idiots that was born here that talk about America and hate America. Come on, man. Until you can go to Africa and go to other country and live and speak the way you want to speak, you're going to realize America is the best thing happening for you. Like I said, America got its faults, but you're still free. You can't go to Russia and speak your damn mind, that's for sure. Okay? Can't go to Africa and maybe speak your mind, that's for sure. So when y'all talking about, America is not your country, y'all sound stupid. Y'all was born here. You may not like certain stuff in the government, but when you start tearing down your country, all you gotta do is pack your damn bags, jump on the next flight, and go to any country you want. But it's not free. And then you guarantee you're going to say, damn, I was wrong. I love America. That's all I got to say, my people. Listen, God bless you. Stay safe. Stay masked up. You know what I mean? We get through this pandemic. You know what I mean? But we got to be living to get through to it, all right? God bless you. Follow me on Facebook and this YouTube channel, The Path of Peace TV. Also on my podcast, The Path of Peace TV on Anchor and Spotify. All right?